Hey Challengers, Tara Porter here, and I am so excited for our challenge group to start next week. What we're going to do this week is we're going to be spending some time doing a little bit of prep. Okay, I'm going to be posting videos and tips every single day so that you can be all set up for success and ready to go when the week starts. So often we jump into what we're doing without really thinking about what's going on, without really planning in advance, and what happens is we kind of suffer because our environment's not quite there, or our meal plan's not quite there, or whatever. So I want to give you some tips this week to help you out. So I hope you'll check in every single day. Don't forget, you still have a chance to refer some friends into the challenge, and you will get a prize if you refer a friend who registers and everything. So if you have someone in mind, let's get them in here, because it's always better to do it with friends, right? If you don't have a friend in the challenge, don't worry, we're going to be your friends soon. So please check in. All right, a couple things. So now that you've committed to this group, guess what's going to happen? Life. Life is totally going to happen. We commit to something, and then what happens? Things come up. Maybe we have a mini vacation that derails us a little bit. Maybe we have a big vacation. Maybe we have craziness of kids' schedules, whatever. And so often we say, oh, well, when X is over, then I'll get healthy. And I want you to make a commitment to yourself that you are not going to do that to yourself. This is about a lifestyle. Now, that doesn't mean that you're always the friend at a birthday party who's not eating the cake. I'm going to a graduation party today for myself, and I'm going to eat cake if it's there. I'm going to maybe watch my size and not eat my plate, my kids, and everyone else's in sight. I'm going to watch it, but you're living a lifestyle. And isn't that more appealing than on the wagon, off the wagon, on the wagon, off the wagon? We're going to teach you how to stick with it, okay? And that takes you truly committing to doing this no matter what, all right? Whenever I start a challenge, after like day 3, I'm waiting in my mailbox, and I know I'm going to see people who say, oh, you know what, something came up. I want you to decide that no matter what, you are going to push through because you are worth it. You are completely worth it. And my job as a coach is to make it hard for you to give up on yourself, because I believe in you and I know you're going to do it. So if you're in this group, you're giving me permission to call you out, not in a bad way, but just to be there for you and make sure that you really follow through with what you committed to yourself, okay? Awesome. Next up, this is going to sound silly, right? But my challengers do this and they swear by it. And I found out that many of my challengers still have this like 2 years later. And that is, write a big note to yourself that says like, yes, I can, or I commit, or something, and put it in a place prominent in your home to remind yourself of your commitment to do this. I thought that was so silly when I suggested it. Like, I was like, all right, let's just try this. And they love it. And so try that out. Find a note somewhere and maybe share in our group below what your note looks like and where it is. We would love to see it. Next up is your mentality is so important right now. A lot of people, when they're focusing on their fitness, they focus on what they're eating or what their physical activity are. It's kind of funny. Everyone seems to have it backwards. A lot of people think it's all about workouts, when you'll hear many people say that it's 80% nutrition, 20% your workouts. Honestly, I think that's a load of crud. I think it's maybe 50% mentality, 25% nutrition, and 25% fitness, or maybe like, I don't know, 30% nutrition and 20% fitness and whatever. But what I'm saying is mentality is everything. Think about it. Think when you're tired and you don't want to work out, that's your mind. When you are stressed and you don't want to like make a meal, that's your mind. So I want you to focus on fueling your mind as much as you're fueling your body. So my challenge for you, and this isn't required, but it's just a suggestion that's worked for me and my clients, is to spend 15 minutes a day listening to or reading personal development. And I thought I'd share with you some suggestions. There's free options out there. One of my favorites is called The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. If you Google it, there's actually an audiobook on YouTube that you're able to listen to. I do this when I'm folding laundry, doing the dishes, whatever. It's very helpful, and it really helps give you the big picture of things. Some other books that are great, if you're wanting to wake up early and need the motivation for that, the 5 a.m., it's called The Miracle Morning. That's a good one by Hal Elrod. If you struggle with food issues, this is one that my clients swear by a lot. I'm reading it right now, so I can't fully commit to it, but my clients, like, it's spreading like wildfire through my clients because they love it and they're sharing it with one another. So it's called The Hunger Fix. It's by Pam Peak. Then there's podcasts, which are totally free. There is a Shaun T podcast. He's the guy who does a lot of Beachbody workouts. He's got some good stuff in there. I know I listened to one about abs after baby this week. The Shalene Show. She has some things a lot about like motivation and productivity and things like that. Brendan Burchard, he's another good podcast to listen to. But whatever it is, think about what you're struggling with the most and find a personal development source that'll help you. And if you need help with that, just comment below and we can give advice to one another and share our tips on what we think would be helpful. Okay, so that's the next one. Then accountability. That is what is so key about these groups. You've probably heard about people who get Beachbody programs, right? They get P90X and they never do it. It's their doorstop. They never open the box, or they did it once and then they stopped. Do you want to know why they stopped? Because they didn't have the accountability and the support. Okay? And I want you to think about accountability differently. Accountability isn't someone slapping your hands when you're not doing your workout. Accountability is a supportive environment that's really cheering you on and getting you across the finish line. And that is exactly what this group is going to be. You're going to make some great friendships in this challenge group as you're coming in and engaging. So I want you to prioritize the support this group gives by setting an alarm on your phone every single day to check in here for just 5 minutes, check in with your workouts, but also look what other people are doing because that's going to help you. One thing that finally helped me lose my weight, it wasn't necessarily a workout, 100%. It wasn't 100% Shakeology, but for me, it was after I worked out or after I made a healthy decision. I snapped a photo and I shared it in my challenge group because I loved the support that I got, that encouraged me and reminded me that those tiny decisions add up. So as you make these great decisions, this is your family and this is your place to share what you are up to. All right? All right, next up is habit. So you're going to be learning in this challenge about how to create a habit. So I want you to be patient with yourself because we are creatures who thrive on habits, but what's ironic about that is we are creatures who resist habit and routine. Think about it. If you've committed to work out at 5 o'clock in the morning, by day 3, your body's like, no, I don't want to do it. It's like your body resists it, even though it's going to help you. So I want you to realize that there are going to be difficult moments. There are. But we're going to learn about ways to simplify things, make it a little bit easier. And I want you to realize that if you push through on day 21 of this challenge, you are going to be so proud of yourself. And we are all in this together. So I want to hear your commitment. I want you to share below your commitment to truly stick with it, no matter what. I want you to write below every possible thing that you think is going to come up in the next 21 days. And I want you to say, even with all this going on, I commit to living a healthy lifestyle and participating in this group every single day. And I want this from all of you before we start this challenge because I really want a commitment from you. I don't know if you know this, registration in this group is limited and you are in a prized spot and you deserve that spot. But I want you in that spot if you're serious about this, if you're really truly going to commit every day. All right, comment below everybody, and I'm so excited for prep week. Bye.